Well, good evening. We have got a brand new one-day special, but also we have got a brand new event here at Hochanda, Spring Savers. Now, this event, what it means is that, you know, whenever you make a purchase during this event, then automatically you get £5 credited to your account. You don't need to do anything. It will automatically be added. And then you can spend those £5 in the next days over purchases over £30. Now, that is, you know, you can do that every single day. So for instance, if you spend whatever you spend today, that £5 will be credited at midnight, so you can spend it, and then over £30. Then tomorrow you will have the same, and you can do the same and the same. Now the event, it runs until Tuesday, so be sure to make your purchases until Tuesday and then on. Of course. Now, one day special. Look at that name. Matthew Palmer is in the building. It's in the building. Hi, Matthew.
Hello. Hi.
Now, we were just saying how, of course, here at Hochanda, we are having guests now in the studio, but of course, we are maintaining social distancing and all government guidelines, which makes it weird because it's the first time that Matthew and myself are working together and we have to be like far apart. But of course, what do we get in the one-day special? Well, it is a brand new DVD by Matthew Palmer. Now, look at the home watercolor course. Now, I think a lot of you are spending a lot of time at home, and so are we all. And learning from the master, Matthew Palmer, is just amazing. And of course, you will be able to stop at any time and learn how to make these beautiful paintings. Now, in this one day special, you are getting the paper that you need, and it's not just any paper, and Matthew will go through the elements in a second, but you are also getting the paint. Now, the watercolor paint. Now, you can see in there that you have got the beautiful, I would say, gamboge, is this how you pronounce it?
Gamboge.
Yes, gamboge. Then we have got the ultramarine, but it's in non-granulating ultramarine. And then we have got the crimson in there. Now, with those three colors, what can we do?
You can basically, you can mix any color apart from black and white. So you can create hundreds of colors. So pretty much from those three, you can do any landscape, animal, flowers. It's a very versatile kit. And of course, the DVD that we're giving you is got 3 lessons on, and this is lesson 1, creating this gorgeous sunset. Wow. Just using 3 colors, designed for you to work at home. I'm sure people's got plenty of time to spend at home at the minute, so you can actually take those 3 colors and you can produce the 3 paintings that are on the DVD, which is this one here, the sunset. Then we've got that gorgeous seascape there with that beautiful, as you said, non-granulating blue.
Yeah.
Which is actually a world's first, because normally blue causes granulation. This doesn't, which is gorgeous. And then, of course, we've got the 3rd lesson, which is the beautiful mountainscape. I love the atmosphere of that picture.
Yeah.
Again, all done with 3 colours. So it's over 2 hours of tuition, and it's important to say what we've got here. It's very much a limited edition. It's just for the one-day special. It
is a one-day special exclusive here at Hochanda, so now is your time. Well, it is brand new, and of course is now to get it. You also get in a brush.
Yes, so we've put in the SAA worker brush, which is a size 6 brush, which is a beautiful super fine tip. It's a brush I use all the time, and it really is designed for going from a big wash to super fine pointy details.
Yeah, I can see.
Gorgeous brush.
And then, of course, you are getting also the watercolor paper there.
Yeah, so the paper is quite special. It's a paper that is manufactured for me, really. It's called Matthew Palmer watercolor paper, and what makes it really special, folks, is it's actually cotton. So it's 100% cotton, which means it's going to stay wet for ages, which is a great thing in watercolors.
Yes.
And also, it doesn't go all wavy and cockly, so it doesn't cause any problems with, you know, paint running in funnels. It actually goes into the paper and it stays there, and we're giving you 5 sheets. And
of course, and they are nice size as well, aren't they? So they are a nice large sheets, so you can, of course, they paint them, and you will have that in here. Now, we also, of course, we do have got, sorry, what's that? Sure. Sorry, I kind of, yes, well, sorry, my producer just said something and I come completely, the DVD, of course, the core of it all, that kind of went like, what, suddenly? Now, of course, this is the key piece of the one-day special, the home watercolor course, the volume 1. Now, as Matthew was saying, it is a special for Hochanda.
It is, and the DVD has been produced purely for this one-day special, so we're only going to see it during the next 24 hours, is that right, for the one-day special? And it's over 2 hours, 3 projects, all step by step, just using the 3 colours from the one-day special. And it's important to say that the 3 colours are all artist quality, which means you're getting superfine pigments, and also you're getting big tubes. I mean, these are 15mm tubes, so these are big tubes of colour, which means you're going to get a lot of painting out of this. And remember, it's not just about the 3 paintings on the DVD. You can do so much more, and we've got some nice examples of artwork actually over there to show you, because it's using primary colours, so you can easily get greens, you can get shadow colours, you can mix the colour for the turquoise for the sea. So that's just one nice example there, and again, that nice variety of colours. It's a very versatile kit, so for those people that have ever wanted to start painting, this home watercolour course is literally, it's perfect. I mean, look at the gorgeous red in those poppies. That is the alizarin crimson that we're including. It's a new shade of alizarin crimson, so this is a brand new shade we're giving you as well. So it's going to go from the vibrant reds, add a bit of yellow, you get the gorgeous colour for the terracotta roofs. Of course, you can mix greens easily from those colours as well. So it's a great chance to get yourself started in watercolours.
So basically, what you have got here, whether if it's somebody who has been doing watercolor before, this is perfect. But if somebody is new, will that work for them?
Absolutely, yeah, because the colours will always go alongside anybody's palette. And also, if you're still like in the first couple of years of painting and you're trying to get a little bit of inspiration, well, that DVD is perfect, because just think about all the individual little bits you're going to learn from those 3 videos on the DVD. It's not just about painting the pictures. You can take all those individual elements and put them into your own pictures quite easily.
Indeed,
quite
that's
versatile.
brilliant. Right, so I think I'm going to give you the details, and also I'm going to tell you that 10% of the stock has already gone. 149204 is your item number. £31.95. Can we mention how? Look at that price, £31.95 is very affordable price, but look also at that saving. Now here, as Matthew was saying, it's paints that are artist quality. Is you know, the pigments in an artist quality is it makes the whole difference, the quality. Now I need to also mention the dispatch date will be will be dispatched from the 28th of May. Now, Matthew will be using the palette, of course, the Easy Clean watercolor palette. Matthew, can you tell us a little bit what makes that so special?
Yeah, so basically it's a palette what I actually designed, and this is it's something I've wanted to do for years, make my own design, a palette to my own taste. And I thought, what's the most frequent thing I'm doing is I'm always trying to clean the palette. So I wanted it to be easy clean, and the reason it is easy clean because there's no corners. There's no hard corners, and it's got a super glossy coating which doesn't cause any problems to the paint separating. It actually stays where you put it, so it means that painting and mixing is super. It's got a lid as well, which makes it really nice, because that lid actually will protect it, and as you can see there, it doubles up as a palette as well. Yeah, so a beautiful product. So
you can mix up both in the top and the lid, as well as on the bottom in here.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like a multi-purpose thing, basically. It's not just about. It's quite deep, so you can store your paints in it as well, which is quite cool.
Yeah, can you put, because that's one of the things I was thinking about, is the one-day special, the paints. Can you decant a little bit, put the lid on, and then reactivate it the next day?
Yeah. So watercolour never really goes off. It's always active, so a bit of water brings it alive again.
Perfect.
So just put the lid on and away you go.
So you can make it like a travelling palette as well.
Exactly, yeah.
Perfect. Right, so £11.99. That's a very good price, a very good price. And of course your item number 936824. And if you're watching and maybe you're not a watercolor artist, but maybe you are a stamper, I would go for this, because you can use it for so many different other materials as well, other types of painting as well, paints. Right. One another thing that you may need is brushes. Now, we are getting in here Shall I grab them? Because I kind of think, yeah, because I kind of knock them. I'm having a terrible day knocking things up. What do we get here, Matthew?
So we've got the 3 Matthew Palmer,
It's
trim texture
contagious.
brushes. We've put together the most popular 3. So you've got the small trim texture brush, the large, and the newer extra large. Now these are designed for stippling and making trees so easy. I'm sure people watching this have had a go and they've seen me use these before, and yes, I will be using them in the demo area very soon. So these brushes are perfect, spot on for stippling trees without destroying your expensive sable brushes, and also it just means that it's just a doddle to use because you stipple it, stick it on your paper, and you've got these gorgeous trees. I'll show you that a bit later.
Oh, I cannot wait to see that. If you want to go for the set of 3 brushes, your item number is 933600, £32.34, making a saving of £11. You can find more items, of course, that Matthew has brought us on the website, and there it is, including, of course, more of that beautiful paint, or if you want to, maybe previous release DVDs, and of course the books as well, his own books. But look at that, the SAA standard annual membership, which Matthew will be talking about it now. Now, Matthew, can you tell us about this membership?
Yes, so the SAA, I reckon it's the biggest art group in the world. I mean, you can see these guys over my shoulder here. So I've been working very close, I think for about 12 years with the SAA, and I've been a member of the SAA since I was about 15 years old. Wow. I'm not going to give away my age, but I've been a member for that time, because what the SAA does, it basically keeps the artistic juices flowing around your veins, and that's important. Thousands and thousands of members worldwide of the SAA, so this is something I'm very passionate about. This is a year's membership, basically, to the SAA, so £45 for a yearly membership. What you're going to get as a membership is this welcome pack that we can see here, for one, okay? So this is rammed with all sorts of goodies for you to enjoy. We've got this nice book on watercolour painting, which we're going to give you for free. As a member of the SAA, you get free shipping on all of the products in this huge catalogue. Now this is rammed with pretty much every artistic product you can imagine, from watercolours right through to crayons and charcoal and oils. Members get discounts, almost trade prices as well, but remember you get the free shipping as well. So it's free P&P on everything that you buy if you are a member. We give you the membership card. We'll give you a little pack of watercolour paper, we can see here as well, car sticker. We'll also give you a £5 voucher back straight away that you can enjoy in the catalogue. So you can spend that £5 straight away in the catalogue, okay? The reason I'm a member of the SAA, and the big reason for me, is because of this lovely glossier mag called Paint Magazine. Now, this comes out to you 6 times a year. I write articles for this, so you'll see me pop up in here from time to time. It's full of step-by-step articles on painting from all of the top artists in the UK. This is part of your membership as well as the catalogue. We'll also send you a seasonal members-only catalogue, which also gives you access to huge discounts. Remember, you get free P&P as well. But in this modern world, being a member of the SAA is much more than the magazine and the catalogue, because now they've got this huge video on demand service for artists, okay? So there's well over 400 lessons online as part of your membership. You can view it. It's a bit like your Netflix and your Primes and all those video on demand services that are out there. Well, this is the version for painting. That is included in that yearly membership fee. You can log on and enjoy the videos. And I've just realised another super bonus, that we're going to give you a set of my branch and detail brushes as well for free. And this is a Hochanda exclusive. So if anybody joins through the link on the website, which we'll show very soon, you get this gorgeous set of branch and detail brushes as well. Now, these retail for £20, I believe, and these are free with your £45 membership, so it soon adds up. So there's never been a better time to join the SAA. And remember, don't click add to basket, click on the product details and then scroll down into the description. You can see click here for membership, so please don't add to basket. Super offer, folks. you can buy this as a gift for somebody, so anyone that's into painting or wants to start painting or wants to just keep the paint flowing around those veins, this is a great thing, so please have a little think about that membership.
Thank you. That's a really, really good, of course, to become a member, but also we want to see Matthew paint. So how do we start?
Okay, so I've got a sheet of the paper that is in the one-day special. And remember, this one-day special, which is I'm seeing is £31.95, so a super price, because I think that the DVD on its own is, I'm right in saying it's £15.60 just for the DVD. So we're giving you the DVD. We're going to give you a brush and those 3 colours so you can enjoy some watercolour painting, folks. So you get 5 sheets of the paper. Now what I've done here is I've stuck it to a board. Now as far as the board's concerned, it's entirely up to you how you go on about sticking it to a board. I mean, this is just a bit of cardboard. It's actually a piece of cardboard off the back of an old sketch pad. You don't need any easels or anything like that. You can just use your table. Can we see the palette down here as well? I've got the this is the palette we were talking about actually, and I've squirted those 3 colours. Just look how gorgeous that red is.
Beautiful.
It's a brand new red, this one, and it's a much brighter tint. It's almost like a rose colour, so beautiful for poppies, flowers. And this special blue, again, it's a new blue, and for the first time we're seeing this blue as a non-granulating blue. Now often blue sinks in the water, making little sort of dark spots, but this doesn't do that, so super. And of course the gorgeous brush and that wonderful limited edition DVD, folks. So this really is a special one. It's only here till tomorrow, so get it while you can. And we've not got masses of stock, I don't believe, on this one as well, so it's quite a special one to enjoy. Okay, so large sheet of the paper. This stuff is made in France. It's beautiful, premium quality cotton watercolour paper. I want to chop it in half because I want to use a bit of masking tape here, and I want to stick it sort of here, because if you're a beginner, that's quite a nice size to work on, and we're painting the bottom section here as well. You can do full size, you could even do quarter size, and you can use the back of this stuff as well, so it's quite a nice surface to work on. So I want to paint a nice kind of vibrant watercolour during the show, and I'm going to start off by actually taping off an area in the corner, and this area is going to be the starting point of a house, believe it or not. So it's important to say that the DVD that's in the one-day special doesn't involve any sketching whatsoever. You can just literally just sit down with your 3 colours, cup of tea, and just chill out and just paint these beautiful watercolour pictures. And again, it's not just about the DVD. You can learn so much on the back of it. So if I pop a little bit of tape here as well. Now, if you imagine that being the edge of a little cottage, and we'll do a smaller version of this. Okay. This can be the toilet block at the side. It's the extension.
Yeah, the extension. The
that sounds better than toilet block, don't it?
Yeah.
Let's just make sure that's nicely stuck down. Yeah. Looks a bit strange at the minute, but like all painting, it'll grow on you.
The studio, the craft room.
Exactly. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to actually use one of the tree brushes actually. So here we've actually got the tree and texture brush. Now this is one of the 3 brushes that we're also selling as the separate kit. So you get the small, the large, and that beautiful XL. The large tree brush here is a lovely one for putting a wash on, and again it's included in that set, and we're giving you 3. Now these are natural hair brushes, so just have a little think about that. It means it's going to hold the water, and it's a beautiful textured surface. Now because it's cotton, when I wet the paper, and it's 100% cotton, that's not something you often come across with paper. It's not made from wood. This is cotton, so you're getting the best stuff. This is stuff I use. All the paintings you can see around all down here and so on, these are all painted using this, these primary colours and this paper as well.
And it shows the scope from the colours that, you know, that we were talking before the show about. They are primaries in the sense that you can create almost every single shade out there of colours.
Absolutely, yeah, because that's the great thing, and that's it's the first thing to learn. I mean, when I started teaching watercolours in the late 90s, the first thing I was teaching people was how to use 3 colours and create dozens and dozens of colours, from greens, browns, oranges, purples, and so on. And that's exactly what this home watercolour course is. And I've called it home watercolour course because I know people spend a lot more time inside at the minute. So this is a great way to get anybody into painting. It really is, folks. Let's mix a bit of an orange colour straight away. So I'm going to take that gorgeous red.
And you're using the palette, your own palette, isn't it? The one that we have got
so
on
this
the
is the Easy Clean palette again. This is something I designed a few years ago. And yeah, it's a wonderful thing, really.
Yeah, it is.
Pop the yellow with it. Look at that gorgeous kind of terracotta colour straight away. That's going to sweep in almost like a bit of a sort of sunset here. It's going to go right up to the edge of that building just here. And look how it's not dripping down the page. That's a good sign of a good paper. That proves it's cotton because it's actually holding the paint, which is great. Now I'm just using a bit of water to sort of feather that down a little bit here. Now, if we see the palette here, we've got this lovely blue, and we mentioned this blue. And sorry, I'm just going to grab some kitchen paper down here.
Of course, Garrett, yeah.
Or paper towel. I was doing a virtual painting workshop a couple of weeks ago, and there was quite a few people from America watching this virtual thing, and they were telling me that it's not kitchen towel, it's paper towel. I've been corrected, so it's paper towel. I'm going to work it across the top here, sweep it down, and I'm mixing the colours together, and I'm taking it right up to the edge. Now, straight away, we've created a sky. Now, we could do some interesting things with this sky if you wanted to. You could simply leave it, you could put clouds on it, and to put clouds on it, you just take a little bit of kitchen paper, sort of twist it into a little ball, like that, little tiny twisty piece of tissue, and of course we can just sort of take the paint off. But it's such a smooth blue, it doesn't go speckly. People that are into the painting will know what I mean about granulation. Well, this doesn't do that. So it's quite a special blue, and it took a lot of work to bring this blue to market. So nice little taps of clouds. Notice the little sort of strokes at the base to create softness to those clouds straight away. And over here as well, we could pop some in there. Now, watercolour paint always dries about 30% lighter, so it goes on rich, but then it really settles in and the colours come alive. Again, little sort of strokes at the bottom. I'm being economical here, and I'm using the same piece of tissue. Saving the planet together. There we go. We can kind of soften that down.
And
so
of course, you were mentioning that the colours come lighter as they dry. So hence why you need, you know, artist quality paints to have got that vibrancy and the opacity to achieve those results, which is what you are getting in One Day Special.
Once the water's gone, the colours just pop out, which is what's happened there, because that orange, look how crisp that orange is compared to what it was. Now, as part of the One Day Special, again, we're giving you the size 6 worker brush, and I love this brush. It's so pointy, you can see here that tip on it. It's an SAA product. Again, we spoke about the SAA membership, so we know we're getting premium products, okay? If these weren't premium products, I wouldn't use them every day in my working life, okay? So it really is top stuff. Now, if we mix green here, and of course you can't go wrong with green from primary colours, we can just use some yellow and some blue, of course. So we'll just take some blue in there. But the great thing about primary colours is you can control how bright, how vivid the green is. You can make it dark by adding a little bit of red to it as well. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to work probably about a third of the way up, and I'm going to do some little twisting here. So I want to twist the brush. I want to spot the brush. I want to work it across. You can probably see I'm going for like a tree line here.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
I'm going to wiggle the brush across the paper. And then I'm just going to sort of sweep this down here towards the base. So I'm just making use of this one brush at this particular point. Add some more yellow to the colour, make it even brighter. And then literally just kind of fill this thing in at this particular stage of the picture. So I'm just going to use a bit of water here. Now in a second or two I want to leave this to dry, but not just yet. I'm just going to pop a little bit more colour in first. So you can see how simple and straightforward it is to do this. Now, because it's an evening picture, it's nice to get some warmth at the base of this thing, okay?
Okay.
Now I'm just going to bring some blue into this.
All right.
And pop some shadows coming down here. So I'm sweeping away from the tape, and the tape will come off in a second, so you'll see where we're going with this. Bring that up here as well. So I'm mixing the colours on the paper here, look. So I'm literally making sure it's nice and dark in the corner.
That's beautiful.
Take some nice bright yellow. Pop that in the corner. And just to finish off this particular section of this first part of the picture, and then we'll give it time to dry, I'm just going to actually paint in a couple of tall sort of poplar trees at the back here. And these start off as just like a vertical line, basically.
And you're still using the work brush?
Yeah, it's still the same brush. I mean, this is the one that's in the One Day, so it's a lovely one to work with, folks. And this is the one, if someone said to me, what is my most common brush, I would say it's this one. It's a size 6 round brush. And of course, it needs to have a point on. Now, this brush, as you can see, we spoke about it before, it really is pointy. If it's not pointy, there's no point using it. You know what I mean? So it really is a nice pointy one. Okay. So we can really sweep this thing up here. We can put little spots at the top, and you can see these kind of silhouetted, almost poplar trees in the background here. And I can pop little sort of spots on the tops of these trees here. Now all this, we're going to revisit this soon, once it's had a few seconds to dry, making sure the paint's blending together. I'm just going to pop in another little tree just here. We've all seen the nice sort of tall conifers and things that you see in the watercolours and the landscapes. Well, that shows how simple it is. Now at the back of my palette there's all sorts of things here, including my original membership card to the SAA. There it is, it's the gold one. And this is from about 19... It's got the old phone number on before the 1 was in there. That shows how old it is. I want to use this, and I want to sweep it across here, and I want to create a bit of a landscape here, folks. I want to sweep it across here, so it's creating an edge where those trees are. Let's say we can pop some little bits of shape and form into this. Now that's just the first part of the picture, but scraping the colour off, this is just a flavour of some of the wonderful techniques that you're going to learn from this home watercolour course that we've put together. This was filmed literally within the past couple of months, this DVD, so it really is a new one, folks. So you've not seen the content before. I'm just going to pop a little bit of this blue across the base here, and what I want to do now is I want to take away the masking tape, ready for painting in the cottage. We'll put some mountains at the back as well. But that to me is almost a great time to leave this to dry. Okay. But if we look at the palette just briefly, sorry, just a brief thing I want to do. If we look here, it's got a bit messy. This is a bit of orange with a bit of blue. Remember the orange from the sky? Yeah. Well, I chucked a bit of blue in there and it's gone like a grey. And if I take this...
What a beautiful colour.
Yeah, it's a shadow colour. Yeah. And I just want to paint in a very simple sort of distant mountains and hills at the back, because the paper's just about dry enough to do this. So that can sort of go in here. We can give it some character and some shape. We'll get a bit of water. And because it's watercolour, of course, it's dead easy, and it's really a simple way of softening and blending and smoothing that down. So it kind of disappears and it's creating like a misty background. You've all seen the nice misty mountains, of course, in watercolours and in real life. So if we give that a bit of a soften, take that into the distance there. That's a lovely way of creating a bit of light. Let's leave that to dry and we'll come back to it shortly.
And thank you, Matthew. That's amazing. Of course, you know, if you want to become a member of the SAA, you can, but please do not add to basket. Just please go to full product details and then click here for membership. That link click there. That's the only the way to become a member. Please do not add it to the basket. Now the one day special, what you can add to the basket is definitely the one day special. Approaching 20% of the stock has already gone. What do you get in here is that brand new Matthew Palmer, the home watercolor course. Now it has got the tutorials. You will get Matthew basically in your screens, and you can stop him at any point and repeat that technique. 120 minutes contains, and of course what Matthew demonstrates is how to create those 3 amazing paintings full of techniques included in here, and you can see there. Now remember that the DVD is brand new but also limited edition. Now you will be able to purchase it as a one day special now, today, and only at Hochanda, and until tomorrow. Well, until the stocks last, because you never know. We always say 24 hours, but that's only if the stocks last. So I would kind of just put it in my basket and check out now. You also are getting, of course, the 3 paints in here, the watercolor paints. Artist quality, and the blue. Imagine the beautiful ultramarine is non-granulated. Now pigment with blues, it kind of has got that kind of heaviness sometimes and granulates, and it doesn't create that beautiful thing. Now of course then we have got the beautiful yellow gamboge, and then we have got the crimson as well. Now you can see the dilution in here as well, how beautiful the consistency, the opacity that you can achieve, and of course Matthew will show you that. Now also you are included the number 6 brush, the worker brush, that will allow you to start creating, as well as that special paper, the watercolor paper. Now this is, like Matthew was saying, not just any watercolor paper. It's 100% cotton, allowing you to throw more water into without rippling the paper, without having those elements. Especially if you like to paint like Matthew on a stand, you need to make sure that the paper is the top quality, so that it doesn't ripple and create puddles basically. Look at the paintings. Now Matthew will show you step by step how to create this amazing painting, the landscape of the mountains, the water. Have you ever wondered how to create a reflection with watercolor? Look, here there is a watercolor reflection. Have you ever thought about beautiful stormy sky over snow-peaked mountains? They are here, faraway trees. What about sunsets? Sunsets out, those beautiful warm colors, and all these beautiful hues you can achieve with those 3 paints that are included in the one day special. The sunset, the warmest feel of this warm tones, all that degradation of colors, the ombre effect, and also look at the opacity of those trees. Now that is when I personally find the quality of the pigment on these paints. You can see that you can dilute it, you can blend them nicely and translucent, but you also can achieve those results. And look at that beautiful scene there, the water kind of again reflections, and those beautiful birds flying, coming to life with the skies and the clouds. The earth, can you imagine? You're going to be able to replicate these ones with the earth colors, with 3 colors, and learning about color while you do that. And that color knowledge can be then carried forward. Whatever other craft or art you do, that knowledge that you will achieve from this, you will carry it forward. Remember, the one day special, of course, the core one is the DVD, is the kind of the tutorial, and I think learning is always something that is the best investment that you can do. Learning about how to paint, how to use color, how to achieve this. 149204 is your item number. £31.95 is your price. Now you are saving £21. Now I need to tell you, of course, there is a standard delivery. It will be dispatched from the 28th of May. And not only 28th, did I say 28th of May. Right, now not only you will be able to do these 3 paintings, you can do things like the ones that are behind us, those beautiful paintings with those 3 paints as well. Then we have got the palette as well. Now this one is the Easy Clean watercolor palette, and now of course you have got it here, and it's designed by Matthew himself, and it comes with a lid. Now I'm not a watercolor artist. I have got you know, huge admiration for Matthew there. But automatically I want this palette because there is so many things that you can do with it. But of course, it's the design by Matthew. I just knocked the brushes again. It's just a little bit tight in here, so it kind of. But you can see in here how you have got these kind of, yes, I would call them pools, little pools, so you can mix them up as mixers. But you also have got what I call the smaller pans in there that you can decant some painting, put the lid on, and the next day you can refresh as well. You can use the lid if you want it as another mixer palette, and then you can close it all up. And also I like that it's lightweight, so if you are a watercolor painter on the go, you can carry without adding too much bulk or weight. Approaching 20% of the stock has already gone, of course, of the Easy Clean watercolor palette, 936824, and again a super affordable price of £11.99. And the brushes that I keep knocking off, they are beautiful. Is the three track, well, I'm going to just leave it there. Then of course we have got the 3 and texture brushes. You are getting 3 of them. You're getting the 5mm, the 12mm, and the 30mm extra large. And you can see them there, the quality, and of course Matthew Palmer signature brushes. 933600 is your item number, £32.34 for the set of 3, making a saving of £11. Now, if you wanted to stock up on more paint, you wanted maybe to have your already pre-mixed colors, then you have got a pick and mix. Now, you have got 3 of the 14mm, you know, of the watercolor paints. Now, they are, Matthew, am I right to think that they are artist quality as well, watercolor paints?
Yeah, so everything's artist quality. So basically it means that it's made with the finest possible pigments, and also it's made with gum arabic, which means it's really high-end stuff. Most of those colours are part of my natural collection, which means I've designed them to replicate nature. So it just makes painting a little bit easier for people. You don't have to stress about having to think about which colours go with which. It's just pretty straight from the tube, and away you go. You can't go wrong.
Landscapes, flowers, woodlands, all that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So remember, there is options of different colors. You choose at home whichever 3. So it would be perfect an addition to the one-day special should you wish to have them already pre-mixed. They're beautiful. And of course, remember, Matthew himself has kind of mixed the colors in a way to create this beautiful palette. £15.99 is your price for you know, whichever is your choice of 3. You're making a £3 saving and 36 pence. Then we have got the mask away of the bundle here that you can see it there. Now it's the masking fluid as well as the mask away, of course. Now, can you tell us exactly what the mask away and masking fluid is for, Matthew?
Yeah, so the masking fluid that we've got here is actually in the form of a pen. It's got a nib like a needle, so you can actually draw with it, which makes fine lines easier. And of course it doesn't have the fear of having to worry about it sticking and making a mess of your brushes, which masking fluid of course can do, because this, as you can see there, comes out of a little tip, which is lovely. It also comes with the mask away, which I've got to say is my little best friend, because it's a great little textured, pliable plastic, if you like, and what it does is it makes masking fluid removal easy, because normally you rub it, which some people don't like doing that, but this gets every little spot off without taking away paint, because when you use your finger on a warm day, your finger might be a little bit sticky, let's say. Depends where it's been. And if you rub it, of course, it can take the paint with it. Well, this doesn't do that. But a great thing about this, which I really love, is if you leave masking fluid on too long, it can sort of stick and bond permanently. This gets it off.
That's perfect.
It gets old masking fluid off.
Also, this is very good to remove any adhesive that you may have, not just of course the masking fluid. So
that
works.
Very useful little tool.
Yeah, it is indeed. I have got a couple of them, so I really love them. £10.49 is the price for both of them. Of course, the masking fluid and the dispensing mask away. 721588 is your item number. You can find lots more on the website, of course. You can include more tutorials by Matthew, of course, and you have got his own books as well there. So if you want to do painting maybe without a painting without paint, brush and a stylus, of course, a DVD and book, there we have it. It's a book that you can buy, a bundle that you can buy for your tablet and so much more. There is a flexible option as well to buy that one. Maybe you want the DVDs, the absolute, for absolute beginners. Look at that price as well. You know, down from £28.59 to £16.59. I need to mention though that it has got a further extended delivery. I believe it's dispatched from the 4th of June. But it makes sense to grab it now when it's, but look at those 5-star reviews. Grab it now for £16.59. Right, and of course you can get also the SAA, a standard annual membership, now which Matthew is going to tell us more about it now.
Yeah, so the SAA, as you can see here, it's just a fantastic organisation. I've been working with these guys for a long time. So anybody that paints, I would massively encourage you to get hold of this membership. This is a great offer, folks, because it's not just about getting a magazine, getting discounts. It's part of a community. The SAA is a community. You get the magazine subscription, you get the big discounts in the catalogue, you get the free shipping, as we mentioned. Every penny you spend in the catalogue, you get loyalty points. And here is a voucher that contains 500 due to spend straight away. So already we can knock £5 off the membership. We're giving you a book on watercolours by a good friend of mine called Jeremy Ford. You get your membership details. You get the video on demand service that we spoke about. That is part of your annual membership, so you can enjoy hundreds of hours of online tuition. There's also big benefits to members, discounts on shops and online shopping, that kind of thing. So there's a lot more here than when I first joined. But remember, folks, if anyone joins the SAA today via the link, remember the link, please don't click add to basket. We'll also give you these Matthew Palmer branch and detail brushes, the complete set, the large and the small. These are probably my most popular brushes here, folks. These are the ones that I designed for painting super fine detail. These are the reservoir brushes, okay? These retail at £20. So if you take into consideration these plus the £5 we're going to give you, plus we're going to give you the book, it's not a huge amount more for a year membership. And remember, you can join, or anybody you know, you can join this as a gift to somebody. So please have a little think about the membership.
And can we reiterate, please, when you put it on the website, do not put add to the basket. Just click here for SAA membership, go to product details, and then there is that link, and you have to click there and then follow those instructions. Please do that. I know a couple of you are looking at adding to the baskets, and that will cause problems. So just click to the link. Right, and Matthew, and of course we are back to you and seeing what you are doing.
I'm just using a crafty Hochanda heat tool here, just a hairdryer, because a sign of good paper is if it stays damp for a long time, and this is still damp, so it's perfect. Just give it a bit of a blast with the dryer, folks, it'll dry fairly quickly. Okay, but a good paper will stay wet for a long time, which is exactly what you want it to do. That's nice and dry. Let's paint in these cottages on the side then. So again, part of this one-day special is this beautiful size 6 worker brush. Again, it's included, and I've got to say this is a super price, £31.95 on the one-day special. Let's mix the most used colour, which is going to be grey, and we'll talk about grey because grey is the colour of shadows, of course. So if you start with the blue, and again, this is the non-granulating blue, which is a lovely idea. A tiny bit of red, so you get that slight purple. So already you're starting to see a variation in colour. That's a great colour for bluebells and flowers, that kind of thing. Little bits of yellow into this, and you're going to get the grey. Now it's important not to use grey paint, it's important to mix the grey from primary colours. So if you divide the 3 paintings up that's included in this one-day special, lesson 1 is the sunset picture, which is perfect for getting started, learning sky techniques, and getting you to mix the grey straight away, and it'll take you through the process. That's on for about 20-25 minutes, so a quick painting session. And then your second one is the beautiful seascape with the reflections. That's 30-35 minutes. Then you go into the beautiful mountainous scene, which is very similar to what we can see here, this scene of Lake Garda on the side here. So it's going to learn you all these techniques for painting mountains, that kind of thing, mixing the colours, That's on for over an hour. Step-by-step lesson for you to enjoy at home with just 3 colours, which is wonderful. Now, let's put a shadow on this cottage. We'll put a nice line. We'll bring that a bit lower down here. Nice clean brush. Just give it a tap on tissue. Then I'm going to put water. I'm going to drag the grey. When I say to people that have started painting that you can mix a grey from red, yellow, blue, they think, well, really? But it is, it's one of those, it's a soft blue and you can see it falls away.
It's a cool grey.
Yeah, it's a cool grey, and that's exactly what it's designed to. It's designed to give depth. If you look at this painting here in San Francisco, can you have a quick look at this? Because that's a painting what I did last week at home, actually.
Wow.
And that's one that, again, is just using the 3 colours from the one-day special. Look how many shadow tones you can see in there. Look at the gorgeous greys under the bridge.
Wow.
You can see the blue, the red, the yellow in the sky. Look at the beautiful shadows in those lapping waves in the foreground. And that's exactly how painting is designed to work. Taking 3 colours and mixing them together to create all the dozens of variations. Let's pop a shadow here. Now it's important that this shadow is level. I'm just going to rotate the board a little bit here. Hopefully I've not... There you go. Super camera work there. We're going to bring this down, straight down here. So it goes off the bottom of the paper. Now that's going to be level with the second building. So this one, this is the craft room we're calling it.
Yeah.
I thought it was a toilet block,
yeah.
but it's the craft room.
Yeah.
It's the shower room. I'm going to soften this down.
Or the gym. Some people are inclined. Not me.
It might be a man cave.
Yeah.
There you go. So that's kind of pushed that one back a little bit if you look at this. Yeah. Now, let's use that same colour to pop in a bit of shadows next to some of these trees. So I'm going to sort of work in little bits of detail, little bits of darkness here. I'm also going to pop some shadows in these mountains as well.
I have to say that it's the bravery and determination that you give us with your strokes. It's just very inspiring, the way that you just, I don't know, it just kind of feels so liberating to go in with the paint.
It's also, it comes across as manageable as well, and that's important. Yeah. I know that lots of your viewers have been watching me for a while, and it's been nice to sort of start people's journey into painting. I've recently, during lockdown, I've been teaching virtual watercolour workshops, which I'm going to get a crafty plug for, folks. Please head over to watercolour.tv if you're interested. I've got one this Saturday, painting a African safari sunset. Ooh. And no sketching, and hundreds of people from around the world have been taking part in these workshops, painting live with me, step by step, creating these beautiful paintings. And it's all done with the materials that we have in this one-day special. The inspiration for this one-day special was those virtual workshops that I started in March. People are loving them, so really, really something I want people to have a go at. I'm just going to pop some shadows in here as well. Look. Let's put some little cast shadows coming across the landscape here. Look, little
and
lines of paint.
With the same cool grey that you created.
Yeah, exactly. But because watercolour is transparent, it looks a different colour. Yeah. So you're seeing the greys for the first time. I'm also going to make sure it's a little bit sort of darker down here as well at the side of this cottage. So we'll get a nice bit of shadow in there. Look. What a difference it made putting the shadows in the mountains as well there. Can you see those? Yeah. It's giving separation to it. Yeah. Now if you're going for the roof on this, I'm going to go for a nice terracotta roof, a bit like on the picture I mentioned over here. And on the DVD it will learn you how to paint nice buildings as well. It really is a complete art course. So I'm mixing some yellow and orange, sorry, some yellow and crimson together, and I'll pop a bit of the grey in with that just to make it a little bit darker. So you get that nice kind of sort of warm terracotta colour there, beautiful. And on the cottage itself, on the roof of this building, we're going to pop this in here and bring it down.
Yeah, Matthew, we have got about 6 minutes on the show, so just so you know.
Speed painting then, yeah?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
That's gone quick, yeah?
Yeah, it does. All your shows, I mean, I have been watching your shows for, well, since you started here, and And I learned so much, and also, but it's so beautiful to see you work. And then with the one-day special, we can see you work time and time again, of course, with that 3 paintings that you teach from start to finish how to achieve.
Well, that's the great thing about this, is you can pop the DVD in. Remember, it's very much a limited edition thing, so it's only available today, tomorrow. So, and we've
or
not
until
got huge
stock lasts. So you know, because we are what 20% of the stock gone. A quarter now of the stock already gone. So do not think that the stock will be here until tomorrow. It might until tomorrow at this time. No, it won't be. You know, check out those baskets.
It's just a nice thing to do. It's a nice hobby, and lots of people are starting painting now in this difficult time. Just going to very, very quickly give it a quick blast here.
Okay.
This is the quickest. It's the quietest hairdryer that's not a hairdryer. It's called a heat tool.
Yeah.
If it was a hairdryer, it would blast out the entire studio. But just going to give this a quick dry here. Because I just want to pop some little windows on just to finish off today's picture, folks. So if we get nice and close in, then we're going to pop in some little L shapes here. And we'll pop a door, because you've got to have a door in your cottage.
Yeah. Wow.
And then we're going to pop in some little windows here. That's going to be the toilet window that we mentioned. Just going to give that a very quick soften here.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Very quick soften down there. Now I'm just going to use a little bit of that orange just to pop a little bit of a windowsill or a lintel or something just across the top of the little building there. And then on the inside of this these windows here, we can just paint in some little windows. Now I'm doing this very quickly, but of course if you're working at home, there's no rush. It's not like doing a live TV show.
Yeah, no,
so
exactly.
you can enjoy this, and don't forget you can watch these shows back on rewind as well.
Yeah.
So if you're not
and you can have
in a
60
rush.
days on rewind. So
60 days, so you can take your time. Yeah, lovely, brilliant.
yeah. it
Okay,
is, yeah.
I think just literally to finish off very quickly, just going to pop my SAA membership card here, and literally just there popping some little sort of bushes. So I'm mixing a very rich yellow and blue together here, very strong colour. Just going to pop in some little bushes in the foreground here.
Yeah.
So you can see it's created that nice effect of, so it looks like it's kind of going at the back of the little cottage. Pop some little sort of bits, little spots here as well.
And I'm so impressed by the quality of these paints, because I can see the way that it completely becomes so blends the colors together, but at the same time, if you want them strong, they will have that intensity.
That's the great thing about using tube watercolour, is that you can actually work very, very strong with it.
Yeah.
And it allows you to get that little bit extra detail out of your paintings. And pop a little bit of an old.
It's amazing how much texture you are also achieving with them. Because, you know, sometimes watercolors become so flat, but this just has got all the texture and all the techniques that you are achieving.
It's the strength in colour what makes the biggest difference to it every time. So I just popped in like a little bit of an old rustic fence there, but I think for a quick picture, if we take the masking tape away, I'd say we've got a finished watercolour, all created from the brush, the techniques and those gorgeous 3 colours from the one-day special. There you go.
I mean, this is amazing. I mean, if you could hear the voices in my ear saying, it's incredible, and it is incredible. Of course, you know you can have a piece of Matthew in your home with a DVD, a brand new DVD, exclusive to Hochanda. Remember, this is the kind of inspired by his own work during the lockdown, all those beautiful tutorials that he's teaching, and you can find them online as well from him. But now I need to tell you about this. You are not going to find it online. This is exclusive to Hochanda, and of course, a quarter of the stock has already gone. You have got, of course, the DVD in here. You have got the paints, the primary colors there with the beautiful yellows, the blue ultramarine, and of course the beautiful red. Mix them to create a full spectrum of colors. The quality And of course that artist quality, the beauty, the finest pigments that he can find. Now of course you are also the number 6 work brush with a fine point in there. You have got the sheets of paper that 100% cotton, and you can see that stays wet for a long time, which is essential for your watercolors to make sure that you can do those washes and those techniques as well, the texturizing. And these are the 3 paintings. Can I show as well, because not just landscapes and beautiful scenes, but look at that. This is something that Matthew has painted. We're using these paints included in the one-day special. Beautiful flowers with butterflies. Look at the luminosity of this green. Look at the detail. Look at this beautiful scene with the boats, the woodlands. This is what you can learn how to kind of start your journey or continue your journey of watercolors. Now, thank you, Matthew. You will be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. because don't forget, give us a wave. Right. Matthew will be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. and at 12 and at 4, but do check out your baskets now. We will have another hour at 8 p.m., but that Matthew has to go home, but we'll be back tomorrow, so do join us, fight for that tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for your company, and check out your basket.